Nuclear devices come in all shapes and sizes, just like the lunatics who use them. Anyone who tells you that the threat of thermonuclear war is over is a fool, an enemy, or both. Money. Money is just worthless paper unless it's backed by something. Freedom? Freedom is just a pretty idea unless it's backed by force. And that's what strike's about.
You know, people used to say, what you don't know can't hurt you. But, not anymore. What you don't know can get you killed. See, knowledge is power, and StrikeNet is our generator. I mean, it connects us to everything, everywhere, anytime. Winning and losing starts in the brains. That's why they call it intelligence.
Perception of reality is as important as reality itself. You control perception, you control events. GBS controls perception. Strike controls reality. At least that's the way it's supposed to work.
Hey, yo, Big General, we got a hit on a reprocessing plant in Belarus. And the inventory lists a missing plutonium pit from an SS missile.
Mass and blast potential.
Or about 10 pounds of fission material. That's enough to rock a city.
What data links we got?
Interpol tracked it to Bangkok.
Then?
They lost it.
Andrea.
Nick Arnold was inserted into the jungles of Indocene on recon, but his signal's gone down.
Suspects.
My best guess is it's Colonel Lamond. He sold out every intelligence agency that hired him.
Lamond. I was afraid of this.
Local resistance is led by one, Naja Hana, survivor of the Colonel's killing field, and one fine soldier, you know what I'm saying?
Indocene takes full priority. Commander, contact Nick Arnold and support Naja and the resistance. Lamond is diabolical. Not stupid, Commander. You're fighting on his turf. Make sure he doesn't set the terms. Plan your strikes carefully.
You know what they say. If you only wound the devil, there's hell to pay. Lamond got that serious firepower from somewhere. Now he's kicking some serious butt. He controls a badass fortress on the Red River and runs his patrol boats down the Delta.
Those rearmed troops and heavy tanks have captured and fortified several villages.
Lamond is out to crush all resistance. If he succeeds, he might as well own Indocene.
We've seeded the area with supplies and are setting up 2 LZs for backup.
Recon the Delta, Commander. Find Nick. Assess the situation.
Lamond has some smoke pits going. Can't break through the clutter. Help me out, Commander. The resistance has been helping us position fuel pods and hooches. Careful, you don't blow up the fuel when you break in. Lamond takes killing seriously. Uses only the best ammo. This is what I call one-stop shopping. If you ain't dead by now, smart armor's the reason. Keep your eyes peeled for armor crates. Winch them up and they'll make your gunship as good as new. Strike's Super Apache is the best hammer in our toolbox. First, learn the gene. It makes all the difference between being a live hero and a late one. Second, check your wingtip configs. Standard load ain't for every road. They call this thing Kwai-Va. That means monster. Problem was, these armored crocodiles chomped the Pentagon's budget like they chewed up the enemy. Use it and have fun. Remember, this thing doesn't have smart armor. In fact, if it were any dumber, it could be a pro wrestler. But it's easy to fix with plain old rivets. Get it to an LZ and you can bolt it back together. These drop-off landing zones will come in handy. You drop off the local, we repair your armor. Hey, if you find a quick ladder, you can rescue dudes twice as fast. Keep your eyes peeled.
Her code name is Naja Hana, Commander. And like the King Cobra she's named for, she's bold, beautiful, and lethal. She and her troops have been waging inconclusive skirmishes against Lamond for months. Recently, Lamond started rolling out weapons he shouldn't have been able to afford, and he's about to take the upper hand.
Home sweet home, Chief. The Shadow's stealthy, but if it stays in one spot too long, it's a sitting duck. We're keeping it mobile. Check for it on your map. That's called the Greyhound because it moves troops around fast. But 2 rockets will muzzle this puppy. Pippers are as common as rubber ducks around here. But they're not bathtub tourists. They can launch a grenade every 4 seconds. They were making these things before most of us were born. They're better at running away than fighting. These things dish it out better than they could take it, Chief. Whack them with the Hellfire before they play their missile quartet. Otherwise, it could be your last dance. If this thing were heavier, it'd just sink into the bottom of the swamps and we could all go home. Hit it with the Hellfire Hydra 1-2 punch, and it's history. They call them Dusters because they're Major League skysweepers. The good news is that their turrets turn as slow as a battleship. Nail them before you're pushing up daisies. What you see ain't necessarily what you get. Usually these troop-toting tin cans are lightly armed, but beware, some might be packing Gatling guns. Careful, Chief. The Delta's swarming with enemy patrol boats and the shores are lined with dug-in AAA.
Fight fire with fire, Commander. We've lost voice contact with Nick, Commander. The situation is dire. When you do pick up his homing signal, head to the contact point and extract him. Exercise extreme caution. Indocene is one giant sinkhole. Don't fall in.
Nick's dead. We found his tape on him.
You come to the jungle and you eat the tiger. No need to send good warriors after bad causes.
Enough, Hack. We know how it ends. Nick's dead, and Lamont lives. We've got to fix that. Hack, do we have any agents in place?
Negative. But Nick did leave me a 20 on some local talent. One, Naja Hana.
She leads the Popular Resistance, a very tough customer by all accounts. Mostly grassroots support. To get her help, we'll have to earn her confidence.
Opportunity knocks. Her hospital compound is under siege right now.
Cover her in battle and escort her to safety, Commander. We need her on our side.
That's just like the brochure, doesn't it? Cover me!
Nasha's got a town that's under attack, Commander.
Drop the small arms at the mouth of the Middle River. Her troops know how to use them.
Tactical advice. Take on the tanks. Let the locals deal with the APCs and infantry.
This place is a monster buzzsaw, Ace. Pull the plug on the power station. Then Naja's forces can go in and sweep up.
Naja's PBRs are streaking upriver. Fly out ahead and take out everything in their path. Friendly fire base is under siege, Commander. Get those boys out alive. We need their Hueys airborne. Pronto.
The good news is, at least we know what a nuke is. I mean, Lamont's got it and he's not even trying to hide it.
I know you can hear me, so SS-7167 is intact, and the detonator is in place. My enemies call me a murderer, but I did not start this carnage.
And the bad news?
It's good to go. 3 of Lamont's bad boy generals are hiding in the villages, but watch your fire. They're holding some of Naja's people in tiger cages.
When the radar goes down, the Hueys will be directed to go in.
Move smart, Chief. We only want generals who can talk.
Got that?
Tight, locking on Lamont's temple location.
Drop Naja near the main temple. She'll go inside to flush out Lamont. Keep your eye out for enemy reinforcements. If they get in and trap her, it's all over.
It's imperative that we locate and secure that nuclear device, Commander.
Lamont has desecrated his temple. It is now his monument of death and destruction. Let's make it his tomb.
Lamont is breaking for the coast. Got himself a sizable escort.
If he manages to escape, the whole situation escalates.
Commander, stop him and find that nuke.
Commander, we've got a booby trap problem.
Sit tight, Naja. Hey, Chief, go get her. This place is about to blow.
An earthquake shook several countries today on the Asian Pacific Rim. Its epicenter was in southern Indochine. Many ancient temples collapsed and several villages had to be evacuated. There are no reliable reports on casualties.
Nice spin, Andrea. General, we traced the radiation signature to an island chain in the South China Sea.
Strike Team Echo, prep for intercept.
Strike Echo pinpointed Lamont in this building in Manchu. They were moving in when...
Setup. Reliable intel.
Lamont was seen in the company of Napoleon Huang, street thug turned Octad warlord.
Well, how'd some crook get messed up in this stuff? And who in the hell is Huang?
Guns, drugs, and flesh, General. These guys are pirates. I'm not talking yo-ho-ho. They're your high-tech cutthroats with all the newest arms and outlaw hardware.
Well, we don't usually do cop jobs, but he's got Le Mans nuke. He's our target.
No dedicated assets in the region, sir. A mercenary named Harding Cash is our best option.
Commander, find him, buy him, and we will deal with Mr. Napoleon Huang later.
Records indicate Napoleon Huang heads the Octad, 8 of Asia's oldest criminal organizations. Up to now, Huang's engaged in regional operations. But if he gets his hands on Le Mans nuke,
He may decide to take his business international.
and give new meaning to the market going sky high. This is a covert operation against an outlaw state. At the heart of Huang's empire are the military bases he seized when the Crown abandoned this colony.
He's also packing a lot of black market hardware.
He's continually expanding to nearby islands. The Octad is into everything criminal. Gun running, extortion, forced labor, money laundering.
Looks like he's getting ready to take his show on the road.
This is a tiger hunt, Commander. You'll need to stay on your toes. Use the local resources when possible. Remember, the objective is to capture Huang. He'll lead us to Le Mans.
The high-test local run makes the stuff you use for fuel in Moscow seem like a Shirley Temple. They also have 100-octane fuel here. Feel free to snag local ammo, but avoid the shacks on Depot Island. Any fire, and those popsicle stands will light up like bottle rockets on Independence Day. There's only one Super C Apache in service, Chief, and you've got it. Show a little respect. You won't get to fly these birds often, so have fun while you can.
Cash knows La Rue Royale like the inside of his wallet. He can be a vital asset to us. Pay him or lose him.
This is home away from home. We gonna keep it moving. You wanna know his current location? Then check your map. The Scimitar is a quick slasher, just like the Persian sword it's named for. Take this vehicle lightly, and it'll leave you cut and bleeding. Take out this vehicle before it offloads its troops. They all can carry stingers. Dodge and destroy or die, Commander. Dodge the missile and launch a hellfire to destroy him while he reloads. You miss, and you're history, Chief. Hit him fast and hard with a hellfire. Don't play around. Call this a poor man's APC. You wing it, you kill it. If this was all the enemy had, we'd be kicking back on the beach with a cold. You want to hit the guns, not the cement. So pull in, point blank, and fire. Keep jinking so he can't draw a bead on you.
Andrea, who's our asset here?
Harding Cash, local mercenary. He's a live wire, but manageable. He'll play for the right kind of inducement.
Okay, let's get him on board. Can we trust him?
With cash, you get what you pay for.
Harding Cash, at your service! You just bought yourself the best bloody digger in the trenches!
I've got bad news, General. Geovector telemetry indicates Wang's got 3. Count them. 3 ASAT missiles prepped to take out our eye in the sky.
I've got a pretty fair idea of their exact location.
Commander, you must destroy all 3 missiles. Once Huang knows you're hunting them, he'll go for a quick launch, so move it.
Ride him hard, Chief, or this may be the last time you hear my sweet talk. Whoa, slow up, homie. Just flip the switch. Swig of the egg, big homie.
Huang is our only lead to Le Mans. He's dug in pretty deep. Let's shut down this operation, see if he'll surface. Pack.
Primary air cover is a squadron of Hell Ranger choppers, General, and that's just the opening round.
You ducked Huang's first punch with the ASATs. Now it's your turn. Clear that airfield, Commander.
This is Wang's forced labor operation. He shanghais the locals and sells them to high-paying clients for cheap labor.
Commander, liberate those prisoners and sink those transports. They must not be allowed to get to open water.
Wang must be feeling the heat now. He's going for the banks on Yinbi.
We've obviously got his attention. Keep the pressure on, Commander, but watch it. There's a mobile radar to the west.
The Sea Shadow was in the vicinity. Don't let her get in harm's way.
Look, you're straight like the guard.
Our homie Wong's feeling the heat.
Well, our dogs, you get pleased, Mr. Wong.
That is the nature of our business.
Wong has backed himself into a corner. When we eliminate all his other options, he'll tell us what we want to know. Wong's fleet is heading for the international shipping lanes. Don't let it happen, Commander.
There's some mines north of the harbor. If you drop them between the buoys at the mouth of the harbor, it ought to slow them some.
The ships will need to refuel at the southern island. If any escape the harbor, destroy them there.
Looks like a bad kung fu movie down there. Watch yourself, Chief. There's a radar ship painting the alert zone. Why charge when you can use cash? Drop them next to the scimitars and watch them go.
Remember, Commander, we want Wong alive.
Before you go knocking, there's a small island in the northwest that can provide you a calling card.
Dude! Got sucked in by your old mate Naval and blew himself to battery.
The tropical serenity of the China Sea was shattered today by the eruption of Mount Palawan. Flaming debris has covered several islands of the La Vue Royale chain.
StrikeNet vectors have Le Mans heading for North Korea.
Just in time for Kim's peace conference.
Yeah, one target-rich environment for a terrorist.
So, we have Lamond and his nuke, a city full of polichickens. This guy's good.
The streets of Pyongyang were unexpectedly deserted as the countdown to the much-publicized and unprecedented peace conference continues. The North Korean leader, the enigmatic Kim, will host diplomats from around the world in what until now has been known as the Hermit Kingdom.
Check out Kim's file. Wannabe rock and roller and vicious dictator in one twisted package.
When Kim talks peace, it's time to lock it low.
No sign of the device, Commander. And Kim's people have detained our agents in the northern part of the city.
Get on it.
Commander, you'll be using the specially modified news chopper for this covert operation.
Rescue those agents. But remember, you are at maximum risk.
Kim's a mysterious man, even by North Korean standards. He claims to be a reformer trying to modernize the country.
Psychotic dictators are never more unpredictable than when they publicly sue for peace. What is he really up to?
Kim wears platform shoes and keeps his hair in a pompadour. Ideas?
Small man complex? Likes disco? Who knows?
We should hope for the best and prepare for the worst, Commander.
Strange stuff going on. The center of the city looks like a ghost town. Kim's got his people lining the southern highways. Pretty high-end welcome mat.
I've seen them. They're waving flags and seem very happy about it all.
Do they really have a choice?
All the dignitaries are gathering in the center of town. They're within the ancient walls that surround Kim's fortress.
Fortress? How about jail?
Kim's rounded up all dissidents and suspected foreign agents. He's holding 3 of our South Korean intelligence operatives. We believe they have vital information.
Let's pull them out. Prep for a rescue mission, Hack. Low profile.
We got our GBS news chopper standing by at the airport, General.
What's the situation on the ground?
Scariest thing is what's not happening. I detect no military activity. That's real weird. High test in a box. Crack one open for a quick drink, or just jack the whole thing away. Fill up at your leisure. You'd think Kim was preparing for war or something. Make use of this stuff before he does. The botanical gardens are secure. If they're overrun, we'll use the stadium along the river as our LZ. This news chopper is thin on armor and light on weapons. Smoke grenades and tear gas rockets don't pack much punch, and neither does the burp gun. Since you don't have the muscle, you better use your brain.
Andrea makes news as often as she delivers it. We just have to keep her extracurricular activity out of the headlines. She is a vital asset. Keep her alive and she'll do the same for you.
Those magicians in logistics set up a home base right under Kim's nose. But remember, they can make it disappear. Serious firepower here, Ace. Kim's storing a Cobra gunship at his war museum for all to see. He never dreamed you'd show up and want a test drive.
We've established a covert LZ to protect political dissidents.
Don't expect the LZ to hang around if the situation gets hot. When they close shop, everything goes. This stuff's old and in the way, but it can get you dead just the same. Remove it before it removes you. You've seen this bad boy before, remember? Don't take it head on and wait for the fourth SAM to blow by before you strike. This old APC is the workhorse of the KPA. This is one horse that should be put out to pasture. These antiques ought to be moving into a museum, but watch it, they still pack 100mm punch. Don't ask me how they got hold of this ordnance. Just know this, they're tough, powerful, and mobile. Don't be where this thing wants to go.
Kim's security force snatched our 3 Siroc agents. Their preliminary reports were solid gold. Let's get them back, Commander.
I'm posting a bunch of potential detention sites. You have to do some sniffing around because it could get stinky.
Commander, this is a dry op. You will be flying a civilian helicopter. Do nothing to attract unfriendly attention.
Flavors of the month are tear gas and smoke grenades, Chief. If you run into a problem your machine gun can't solve, fly away.
It's going down, Commander. 4 of Kim's military transports are heading this way. Stop them.
I'm picking up lots of chatter on their channels. Kim's forces are evacuating the city center and securing a perimeter. What's up with that?
Deal with that later, Commander. First priority is the safety of these dignitaries.
Heads up, Andrea. Increase KPA movement.
Yeah, I see them. Hack, how much damage can this nuclear device do?
Total annihilation for a square mile. Nothing but roaches will survive this.
Kim thinks he can snatch the dignitaries in the city center and blame the bomb on South Korea. It's not enough to get these people clear of the bomb, Commander. We've got to keep them out of Kim's reach.
The French frigate is ready to sail. Andrea, commandeer transportation. Commander, fly escort. Hack, vector in some Chinooks to the conference area. Let's get this done.
Diplomats are out of harm's way!
Put them on a real slow boat home.
I'm picking up a big load of military communication. This isn't standard cop talk or security chatter.
Kim's army is mobilizing. Commander, you're gonna need a better bird.
General, one of the diplomats said there's a U.S. Cobra gunship in mint condition at the War Museum.
Beats what you got right now with a stick, Commander. Go for it.
I'm ready, Commander. This thing's locked, cocked, and ready to fire. Get in!
The Chinooks are about to touch down, Commander. Get over there and assist the evac.
I'm attempting to hack into Kim's security channel. Maybe I could get a read on when the big one's gonna blow.
Given that he's a lunatic, I expect it will be soon.
Chinook evac has dusted off, General, but they won't have time to get clear in return for another pickup.
Pyongyang is dotted with bomb shelters. Let's get these people into one.
Okay, Andrea. Commander, get them to safety and bring her back alive.
Haven't lost my touch, General. I found a back door in the Kim security net. They're blabbing away. General, Kim's really gonna blow this thing.
I mean, it's counting down now. He's nuts. Detonation is imminent.
Strike agents seek shelter immediately. There's a high wall stadium to the southeast. Pack, get me a secure line to sink pack now. We need to get this story out.
The Siroc agents saw supplies stored in the Kim kiosks. We're going to need them after the explosion clears.
Careful, Commander. Close means dead in a nuclear blast.
How are you, boys? Now, you really didn't think I'd blow up a city, did you?
Son of a...
A massive explosion rocked central Pyongyang just minutes ago. The fate of the numerous foreign dignitaries attending the peace conference in the North Korean capital is unknown at this time. Hack! We need to remove the diplomats from harm's way. Can't go south, can't stay here.
Severe post interference. The area is crawling with troops. How about heading north?
The trains are still running. We could make for a safe LZ out of the city.
Cover them, Commander. The trains are not armored.
This machine will stand toe-to-toe with our best, Commander. They're vicious.
They hunt in packs. Keep an eye on your 6 at all times. Let's buy some time for the good guys in the DMZ.
There are 3 bridges south of the city that Kim's tanks need to cross. We'd seriously mess up his timetable if we could drop him.
Good start, but not enough. We need to destabilize his division HQs. Commander, stir up some trouble.
North Korean officials claim that the explosion in Pyongyang was caused by a stolen nuclear device. They claim to have captured South Korean agents who allegedly planted and detonated the bomb. Tensions at the DMZ have escalated as both North and South Korea advance their forces to the 38th parallel.
Lamont's going everywhere and nowhere. I mean, I got him on a flight to Singapore, a flight to Paris, 2 boats, and a train. Man, who's this guy's travel agent?
No. He's headed north. To his old master, the Soviet Union.
The world's most heavily guarded border is about to be crossed. The DMZ is lighting up StrikeNet like a Christmas tree.
Kim's using the explosion as an excuse to invade South Korea.
He's acting swiftly before world opinion can change.
We played this war game 1,000 times before, Hack. You know what to do.
I've alerted the Joint Chiefs. Strike Warrior is uploaded and armed.
Okay, let's give our allies a hand. An invisible hand. Although the KPA is equipped with antiquated Soviet weaponry, they got a boatload of it. Plus, the troops are well-trained and hard-charging. Don't underestimate them.
The entire weight of the KPA will come down on the ROK-US combined forces. It won't be pretty.
Commander, we must hold them at the DMZ. Stop them before they can escape the southern boundary of the battlefield. Commander, exploit the forces under your command. You cannot win alone. Give them orders that use their skills. Here's your assets. 2 formations of M1 tanks, 2 formations of Bradley APCs, 2 formations of supply trucks, 1 of infantry, and 1 of MLRS artillery.
You can direct them to any hot spot on your map. They'll beat feet and dig in. They're all combat hardened.
Don't squander them, Commander. Make certain you can respond to changes on the battlefield. Fuel is the lifeblood of mechanized battlefield. Protect your own and destroy your enemies.
Our fuel trucks are near the airfield. They can be redeployed as needed. 3 choices, Ace. Move the ammo to the front so you can get to it fast, stash it in the rear so you can protect it, or just leave it be. It's your call. There's enough fuel, ammo, and armor on this battlefield to fight 10 wars. Start ripping. The Comanche's built-in ECM kicks in when you jink. The enemy will fire where you aren't. The armor's super solid if they do get lucky. Andrea could do it all, Commander. She can recalibrate a Scud, drive a truck, run enemy vehicles, and a whole lot more. She's a huge asset. Underuse her, and we lose. LZs are for moving people and supplies around and getting your armor repaired. Keep them safe and secure. This killer machine stomps tanks like beer cans. We've only got 1, so take off and land as much as you want. But remember, it can't be rearmed or rearmored. This vehicle is lame. Don't be fooled into thinking it's worth chasing. You really don't want to get distracted from the heavy gear that usually follows it. Here's one big yawn. Pop it when it's loaded, and you'll light up the troops inside. This Zeus imitates the old Greek god, but he fires his lightning bolts up to the sky. Zap him before he zaps you. Don't go toe-to-toe with this, baby. It can rock you into the big sleep. Count 3 missiles and then snuff it out. This dinosaur is slow, but it's still as lethal as the T-Rex. Get in its way and it'll eat you for lunch. It fires 4 missiles, then takes 5 seconds to reload.
Commander, this isn't a shooting war yet. Routine should be sufficient. Don't provoke the KPA forces. That is a direct order. Andrea.
I'm at Camp Kitty Hawk. Everyone here thinks an invasion is inevitable. They're on full alert. Pick me up. I want to do my bit.
Get the lay of the land now, Commander. When this meat grinder starts up, navigation problems will tumble to the bottom of your priority list.
Commander, we've got multiple attacks all over the zone. BMPs, commandos, mini-subs, they're hitting us from all directions. I'm linking data points to your SMFD right now, Commander.
It's starting, General. Incoming reports of skirmishes breaking out all over.
The KPA Special Forces are trying to disrupt our communication and transport channels.
I read mini-subs in the west, infiltration squads in the south, and tunnel rats to the east. The border's like Swiss cheese.
Commander, you won't be able to cover everything. Pick a hole and fill it.
Heavy armored tanks advancing on Allied bases. Take them out fast, Commander. Strike Warrior detects massive tank columns, inbound and underground.
This one almost got away from us. Could have escalated into World War III. Evidently, that was Lamond's plan for Kim. Commander, return to home base. We have got Lamond's address. It's been a long day, Commander. Good work. Come on home.
Amen to that, Chief.
According to ROK sources, the North Korean offensive was decisively halted in a demilitarized zone. Sources in Pyongyang confirm that South Korea was not responsible for the atomic blast that destroyed the inner city.
Check it out, General. Strike Warrior works.
It's not ready yet, Hack. We still need flesh and blood warriors. In fact, have I got a job for you? The Soviets built one hell of a complex here. Complete nuclear citadel, robotic defenses, razor turrets, guardian guns, the whole shebang.
I know all about Strike. Very clever, doctored news, cyber war. You are going to need every bit of it, General Earl.
Status.
Got the air, we can use the cover!
I've got access to the control room.
Lamont launches those ICBMs.
Man, Stonehenge is gonna look high-tech. Uh-oh. Lamond's powering up perimeter defense.
Lamond is about to gain control of a massive nuclear arsenal. The maniac says he wants to bring about peace on Earth. Sound right?
Not bloody likely. His track record is a trail of death. Indocene, the islands, Pyongyang, the Second Korean War. He wastes lives for fun. Peace is just a pretext.
Don't forget Nick.
Right. Saddle up, people. It's time for the showdown.
Tiger Mountain is named after the elusive Siberian tiger. They used to be the main predator in the area.
Supplanted by man. Dubious honor. Hack, any current intel on the region?
I'm searching now. Who think to look for a missile base way the hell out here?
It's why they built it there, I imagine. Strike will deploy TAC-OP commando teams and resupply. We're not fully loaded, so manage your resources carefully. First, waste his incoming mercenaries. Then, take down his radar and get inside the walls. Expect Lamond to pull every trick in the book, Commander. He won't hold back. We've got Strike's best TAC-OP teams on site. Use them to take the fight to Lamond.
These guys come highly motivated and heavily armed, Commander. Direct them well.
Logistics will be circling Tiger Mountain, dropping supplies. They'll work clockwise around the valley, starting on the east side.
I've also indicated a big fuel depot on your map. There's enough juice there to keep an army running for days. Observe the no smoking signs. We've got a big toy for you. Damn Buster missiles. These monsters can take out bunkers, helicopters, or anything else in the neighborhood. No problem.
Here's a reminder, Commander. If you exhaust our armor kits, you can open up bunkers and utilize enemy supplies.
The Comanche's built-in ECM kicks in when you jink. The enemy will fire where you aren't. The armor's super solid if they do get lucky.
We've gathered some specialized assistance, Commander. They've served us well. Do not let them down.
We put stuff together to get you a home away from home. It's no timeshare, but it'll work. The Fortress's auto-defense system will think you're friendly until you start hammering on it. Use this machine wisely.
Commander, the complex is ringed with automated razor turrets. They're built to keep trespassers out.
These turrets come in 3 basic flavors. The tank gun, ZSU AAA, and SAM launchers. Your standard, I hate you ordnance. Nobody's seen this model in combat before, but be super careful. Those missiles can do a real number on him. Pop up, then dodge. When he shot his load, pop back and give him a hellfire.
Commander, we're pinned down. Can you assist?
Northeast squad, better haul ass. They're getting pounded.
Don't get reckless, Commander, but get those 2 in the clear. You owe them.
That would make a bloody good team. Hey?
The reinforced concrete radar towers are defended by automated turrets. It's not exactly a welcome mat.
Shut Shut down the radar. Le Mans' men are closing fast. Hack will access the defense net and turn the guns on them.
I got the razor turrets, and the robotic guns now working for strike. To access the main palace, you're gonna have to disable those relay trucks. Your guns and missiles are trashed until you take them out.
Drop me there. I'll mark the relay trucks with smoke.
I'm reading movement in the courtyard. Tanks, lots of them.
I've marked the last truck, Commander. Take it out and we have access to the palace.
It's gonna take all day to cut through that armor. Damn, I don't know how to get you a clean shot.
Right. Lucky for us, I brought my trusty can opener. Commander, meet Sergeant C4.
If you want a land battleship, Commander, this is it. These bad boys are not to be messed with.
Give it up, Colonel Le Mans. You're in a no-win situation. This is a stand-down order.
There will be no peace in the world until peace is imposed upon the world.
Oh, so you're gonna incinerate millions of innocents?
Innocents? There are no innocents. What pirate could exist were it not for the complicity of his people, you ignorant, misguided fool?
My idea of peace does not include having its terms enforced by a lunatic.
We've got to take out the SS-24s while they're still in the silos.
There should be a safety release on the blast door. It's not elegant, but it could work. Get me there.
It's possible they might automatically cold launch when the blast doors are jimmy. Stay close, Chief.
These missiles were all supposed to be phased out and destroyed per the START II treaty.
Looks mighty healthy to me.
Obviously misplaced inventory.
You can run, but you can't hide. You were a good officer, Colonel Le Mans. But this is where it ends.
Tell me, son, do you lose as gracefully as you win?
I couldn't say. I've never lost.
He just activated the Doomsday device.
Thinking they'd lose in a nuclear showdown with the West, Soviet politicians encouraged the creation of this ultimate endgame device.
Never in their worst nightmares did they dream it would see the light of day.
Make that the light of doomsday.
It is written that the world shall be destroyed by fire, and by fire it shall be.
That man was certifiable.
So what's the spin on this?
This time, I say we tell them the truth. Let's let them know how close they came.
General, I'm releasing Cash and Naja. Synchronicity threshold crossed at 0100 hours. General, it's some bad business going down.
Nuclear devices come in all shapes and sizes, just like the lunatics who use them. Anyone who tells you that the threat of thermonuclear war is over is a fool, an enemy, or both.
긴급 경보 발효입니다. 이것은 실제 상황입니다. 이것은 실제 상황입니다. 긴급 경보 발효입니다. 이것은 실제 상황입니다. 이것은 실제 상황입니다.